Okay, let's unpack this. We are strapping in for a deep dive that takes us right to, well, the volatile heart of the planet.
Hmm.
Our mission today is to analyze a traveler's guide and a specific tour itinerary focusing on the Reykjanes Peninsula in Iceland,
Yeah.
a place that genuinely embodies the constant friction of living, between fire and ice.
And that phrase, fire and ice, that's really the operating principle of the entire nation.
Yeah.
For you, the curious learner, this deep dive is a shortcut to understanding Iceland's raw geology.
Right.
Our sources focus on a targeted 7 to 8 hour private journey that explores this highly active peninsula. It offers a profound connection with what the guide calls Iceland's volcanic soul.
Volcanic soul. I like that.
So we're going to explore specific geological wonders, understand the historical context, and analyze why this customized approach is probably the best way to experience it.
We begin, fittingly, in Reykjavik, the capital city. Most people know it as the world's northernmost capital, but its original name holds the key to Iceland's entire infrastructure. Reykjavik translates to Smoky Bay.
It's a name born directly from the landscape.
Yeah.
I mean, the first Viking settler, Ingolfur Arnarsson, saw the steam rising from the ground and named the place accordingly way back in the 9th century.
Oh.
What's truly remarkable is how that ancient observation informs the modern city. Today, nearly all of Reykjavik's heating and hot water, it comes directly from geothermal energy.
It's not just an efficient system, though. It's visually striking. The sources mention that if you visit in winter, you can literally see steam plumes rising from vents, from manholes, even the street drains.
Yeah.
The infrastructure is just channeling that natural heat. It means the city is powered directly by the Earth's engine right beneath it.
Exactly. The city's identity is completely fused with its geology. But to truly grasp the scale of that engine, we have to leave the comforts of Reykjavik and transition to the place where the planet's structure is exposed for all to see, the bridge between continents.
I love that this is an actual destination. You can drive just a few minutes out of the city and suddenly be at a location that physically represents the foundation of our world. It's an incredibly clear, stark image.
Well, this is the critical scientific context for all of Iceland. The bridge between continents is where the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates meet, right at the surface.
Right there.
Iceland is the only place on Earth where this mid-ocean ridge structure is visible above sea level. This isn't some abstract theory. This is real exposed geology.
So when a traveler walks across that actual bridge, what are they walking on? What's the scale of movement they're, experiencing?
You're experiencing the rift zone itself. The plates are pulling apart slowly but surely, about 2 centimeters every year.
That's it, 2 centimeters.
Yeah, roughly the speed your fingernails grow. But you are standing in the middle of a continuous tear in the Earth's crust. It's a powerful moment. Taking an abstract geological concept and making it a literal, tangible reality that you can bridge with just a few steps, it's why the site is a staple in every global geological documentary.
That makes the abstract concept immediately relatable. You are physically stepping between two continents that are actively moving apart. So if that's the foundation, we need to move deeper into the geothermal output,
Yes.
the heart of the fire itself. This is where the landscape starts looking utterly alien.
That's the perfect transition, because as the crust rips apart, the magma chamber underneath releases immense heat, steam, and gases. This brings us to the most visibly active areas, characterized by bubbling mud pots and vibrant colors.
Okay, let's start with Gunnaver Hot Springs. The tour guide highlights this as Iceland's largest geothermal mud pool and steam vent. What sensory details should a traveler be ready for here?
Well, beyond the sheer visual drama, the massive plumes of steam and the churning viscous mud, you have to be prepared for the smell.
Oh, right, the sulfur.
That unmistakable, pervasive odor of sulfur, like rotten eggs. It's the scent of the earth releasing its core energy. It's the proof that the volcanic chemistry is active and volatile.
And this spot, it's named after a ghost, Gunna, which has always lent itself to the dramatic. Our sources point out that its visual intensity is so great it was referenced by filmmakers. It resembles scenes in the movie Prometheus.
I can see that. It's
Yeah.
easy to understand why. The landscape here is primordial. It is barren, intensely hot, and entirely inorganic. It makes you feel like you've stepped onto a planet that is still forming. But if Gunniver is about the explosive raw power of steam, then Seltun is about the chemistry of that heat.
The Selton geothermal area, visually this place is shocking. It's painted in reds, yellows, and white, almost impossibly bright against the dark volcanic rock.
And that's where the scientific insight comes in.
Yeah.
The vibrant colors are not cosmetic, they're the result of chemical reactions occurring constantly. The yellows are the high concentration of sulfur, while the striking reds and ochres are caused by the oxidation of iron that is brought up through the superheated water. It's a visible demonstration of the planet's elemental chemistry in action.
So it's not just a beautiful site, it's a living chemistry lab. And just like Gunnever, this environment inspired modern media, specifically the 2021 Netflix series Katala.
What's fascinating about the connection to Katla is that the show relies on the idea that the landscape hides secrets and memories, that the geological instability can bring unexpected elements to the surface.
Right, that was the whole premise.
It captures the psychological impact of living in a place that is perpetually active and unpredictable. These sites are the muses for modern Icelandic storytelling because they illustrate an environment that is constantly in flux.
We've thoroughly covered the fire, the heat, the steam, the sulfur, the continental rift, but Iceland is defined by contrast, and that brings us to part 3 of the itinerary, the dramatic meaning of fire and water. Let's talk about Clafervatn Lake.
This is a mysterious volcanic lake, described in the sources as silent, deep, and surrounded by rugged lava fields and steep cliffs. It has this incredible, almost unnerving stillness to it.
But the most crucial detail about Clafervatn, which truly captures the unpredictability of this region, is the fun fact surrounding the 2000 earthquake. A massive body of water suddenly receded, didn't it?
Yes, the earthquake caused a fissure to open up beneath the lake floor. Over a period of time, the water simply drained away into this new crack, causing the surface level to drop dramatically.
How much did it drop?
In some places, by over 20 feet. It's a profound example that Iceland's geological forces aren't just historical. They are constantly, actively reshaping the map in real time.
Wow.
The land is literally breathing and shifting beneath the water.
Seeing a landscape change that quickly based on forces you can't control that has to embed itself in the national psyche, it's no wonder this stark, volatile setting was used as the backdrop for the Icelandic mystery series, The Lava Field or Hranje.
It provides the perfect dramatic tension. And moving from that shifting inland water, the tour shifts to the immutable, roaring Atlantic coast, bringing us to the Reykjanes lighthouse.
This lighthouse provides the sharpest contrast to the geothermal steam we've been discussing. It's a permanent, man-made structure designed to fight the elemental forces of the ocean.
The original lighthouse was established way back in 1878, making it Iceland's oldest beacon. It stands high on these dramatic sea cliffs. And what the guide emphasizes here is the historical challenge of navigation in this area. These cliffs are treacherous, and this beacon was essential for safe passage in the unforgiving North Atlantic. It provides the perfect elevated viewpoint for travelers to connect the ancient, rugged lava fields with the endless, cold ocean.
That makes sense. Okay, so we've covered the what, the places, the geology, the history, and the legends. Now we have to transition to the how. For you, the learner who wants context and safety alongside the adventure, understanding the logistics and the philosophy of the guide is paramount.
Absolutely. We shift now to the GlaciGo experience, led by the guide, Hamid. This is positioned as much more than just a sightseeing tour. It's about sharing a passion for Iceland's wild beauty, culture, and history. We really need to analyze the specific value proposition of the guide here.
So why is a private guide essential here? Is the terrain so volatile or remote that a DIY trip is, truly ill-advised? Or is this primarily about enhancing the experience with storytelling?
It's both,
Oh.
but the storytelling is key for this type of deep dive. The guide is a professional driver, yes, but their primary role is as a dedicated storyteller.
Oh, okay.
They connect the Viking history of Reykjavik to the sulfur chemistry at Selten, weaving a cohesive narrative. You are paying for seamless safety in volatile terrain and for the cultural and historical insights you just wouldn't get from a standard tour bus or an app.
Right.
The sources repeatedly mention that their goal is to connect you with the people of Iceland as much as the landscapes.
Let's focus on the safety and practical elements that support that expertise, because when you're dealing with active geology, safety is non-negotiable.
Precisely. They emphasize personalization and safety above all else. Since the tour is fully private, the itinerary is customized to your specific interests and physical abilities. And crucially, the tours are fully insured.
Okay.
They stress that this insurance covers you even when you are outside the vehicle, walking on unstable ground near the vents. That is a significant marker of confidence and preparedness.
And the weather policy, which is so critical in Iceland, sounds very strict.
It has to be. If conditions are deemed unsafe by the guide, the tour is canceled and you get a full refund.
No questions asked.
Nope. This shows they prioritize safety over profit. If the weather is merely challenging, the itinerary is adjusted to maintain comfort and maximize safe viewing, rather than just powering through.
They also detail the small amenities that enhance the learning experience. Less about luxury and more about just being prepared for an 8-hour journey.
All right, the vehicles are comfortable SUVs, equipped with Wi-Fi, which is actually a necessary tool for travelers. They provide non-alcoholic Icelandic drinks and protein bars, small details that show they are thinking ahead about sustained comfort in a challenging environment.
And the included souvenir and 10 GB SIM card are nice gestures.
For sure. They ensure you leave with both connectivity and a lasting keepsake.
It really seems like the GlaciGo model is built around anticipating the specific needs of the intellectually curious modern traveler who values expertise and a tailored experience over a general group tour.
It is. However, the preparation is a two-way street. They make it very clear that travelers must bring appropriate clothing for Icelandic weather, which, as we noted, changes rapidly.
Very rapidly.
And informing the guide in advance about any mobility requirements is essential for effective customization. You need to be ready for the land, even if the guide is ready for you.
And for those ready to book this personalized journey, they offer flexibility. You can book directly through GlaciGo.com or use major trusted international platforms like Get Your Guide, Viator, and Guide to Iceland.
So, if we synthesize everything we've learned, the Reykjanes Peninsula offers more than just dramatic scenery. It's a living textbook. This tour, specifically, provides a tangible connection to the planet's fundamental mechanics.
Yeah.
It allows travelers to literally feel the pulse of the Earth beneath their feet, walking where continents diverge and heat boils to the surface.
And the key takeaway here is the fascinating dichotomy Iceland maintains. They take this raw, ancient, uncontrollable volcanic power, the geothermal steam that warms every home in Reykjavik, and they seamlessly integrate it with a highly safety-focused, personalized, and modern travel experience. You get the ruggedness and the deep knowledge without sacrificing comfort or preparedness.
It's a compelling blueprint for how a country can build a thriving, sustainable society directly atop a dynamic, evolving geological danger.
Indeed. And as we finish this deep dive, let's leave you with one final provocative thought. We've seen that the land is not static, evidenced by the sudden dropping of Cliforvat Lake after the 2000 earthquake.
Right.
So when a country's very foundations are physically moving this fast and the earth is constantly shifting and tearing, how does the culture and the society adapt? What profound lesson does Iceland's constantly shifting landscape teach us about building a resilient and sustainable future, knowing the ground beneath your feet could literally drop out tomorrow?
A fascinating thread that connects history, science, and the future.
We've hit the rift, skirted the hot springs, and seen the old lighthouse. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Iceland's volcanic soul. We'll see you next time.